So I had to check the time, y'all. I have to go watch Ian their coverage on it because literally they've been so picky and choosy with their topics. But yeah, I think forced retirement might be on the way because the more they put him up front and how much they advertise him, the more this is going to keep spiraling. This was a bushfire. Chris Harrison added gasoline and turned into a wildfire. This is beyond control at this point. Right now, Matt, I wouldn't be surprised if he puts out a statement denouncing all this. Even though it's your fiance, listen, I'm going to get the Matt section. I'm getting ahead of myself, but possible comeback, I would say hide for a while, possibly take a suspension with pay, donate that money to Black organizations as well as Native American organizations. Go get you educated counsel from civil rights leaders, Black pastors. Go get it from activists because this is not something that is going to go away. And you're going to have to prove that you want to do better, not because you want to keep your check, but because you want to be a better person. And let me tell you, he's going to do that. He's going to do the forced retirement and the educating because this show puts money in his pocket. This show pays for his son's tuition. Of course he's going to try and fix it. So, yeah, that's my thing for the Chris Harrison section. Now back to Rachael. So Rachael posted her statement last night, basically apologizing for the people she offended, saying what she did was wrong, for her family under the bus, saying that they raised her to have her own beliefs, and saying how she wants to be a change and help people not do the same mistakes that she did. I read it. That's classic PR statement. And at this point, it really didn't do enough. I would think, okay, she's coming hopefully from a sincere place, but you can tell this is PR typed. And the thing is, you let this spiral out of control to the point where you can't wipe it away at this point. So you have that, and then you have the rumors about ABC basically silencing her and not letting her put out a statement according to her contract. Now, according to Rachel Lindsay, there's nothing in her contract keeping her from speaking out. But if she had won, probably they added something in there because of the racist past. So I don't know. I heard that there was a word count, and when she turned it in, they didn't approve it. And she was like, F it, I'm going to put my own statement out. So, yeah, that says a lot about ABC. That says a lot about ABC and this network because they love to be picky and choosy. They love to get the Black and the Hispanic and the Asian dollar, but they just love to put their full force into white people. They just love to do it. Let me get on to the show formula, basically. The formula for the show is not sustainable anymore. We're in a time where we can't let stuff slide anymore, and you cannot be saving the white savior in order to appease your white racist audience. Let's just be honest, Bachelor Nation is racist. We're going to have that conversation. I think they intended to have a redeemable racist story arc and have Matt James be the center and him being basically, the guy that falls in love with a redeemable racist and have this whole unity story arc. That did not work. So does this affect the show? Probably. If this boycott is for real and serious. I keep checking the time, guys. If this boycott is for real and serious, then it's probably going to affect the ratings even more. Probably within seasons to come because they want to pump out The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise in the same year. So I don't know. The future of the show currently hangs in the balance at this point because this is not going away. This has gone on and blow up so quickly. It's not looking good. Now for Matt. Now, Matt, let me just get on to Matt. Matt is someone that has been downplaying this for a minute. And we know that it's just him defending his fiance. But the fact that you are someone who is of color, who does not see the problem with this, it just says a lot on the experience because it says a lot on the experience he grew up. Because we know mixed people of all different shades and different living situations. With Matt, he grew up without his father, grew up with a white mother in a predominantly white space. And I would not be surprised if he has resentment towards his father that he later threw at his Black community. He resents him, and therefore he resents the community that bore him and basically adopted the feelings and the notions that his mother's community had raised him in. So it didn't surprise me when he didn't defend It didn't surprise me when he basically didn't, accost the allegations. He defended Rachael. And so, because whenever there's like a scandal popping on Bachelor Nation, when the contestants, they're quick to call it out. Unlike Peter from last season. Oof, don't remind me of him. But he grew up with a different experience than the regular black person, or even the regular mixed black person. Because, white parents, they're the ones that'll keep you out of the culture, and they're the ones that'll remind you that you have a culture. There's a huge difference. And, I could get into it right now, but I'm giving you guys a shortened version. When growing up with and raising a black child, even if they're just mixed in half, it's your responsibility to know that they have to know what the world is going to think of them and what to expect. That's why a lot of people, whenever people decide to adopt black children, they're, always questioning about, okay, are you going to raise them to know their culture? I have friends who have adopted black siblings, and they make sure to educate them on their culture, their heritage, and let them know what's going to, waiting for them outside in the real world. So, yeah, that's how I got to say about Matt. Here are my things if he stays. Now, this is from the PR standpoint. I'm thinking of an escape route for him at this point because this is blown up really, really quickly. Now, I have two options. You have the escape route, where you basically put out a statement by the end of, by either Friday, the end of Friday today. I'm just saying it right now because this is going on too much. Denounce this, go back and film a breakup scene. You confronting Rachael about this racist past, film a breakup scene, and basically pull an Ari and go back to your runner-up, which is going to be Michelle, which I'm predicting. Now, Michelle can go about this in two ways. Either you take him back, you write out the 1-year contract, and then you break up and reap the benefits from this, or you have the meetup, you have the confrontation to give an answer at the final rose ceremony, dump him, call him out for his tokenism, say a huge speech revolving racism and being the black female heroine that calls out racism on this network, and reap the benefits that are going to come towards you that Tayshia should have taken. And we're going to get into that. I'm sorry. I'm so mad about Tayshia going to New York. I'm sorry. But Michelle can have this black heroine moment and reap the benefits of this franchise and be put as the star of the show and have people petition for her to be the next Bachelorette. That's my plan. Yeah, you have to get Michelle in on that. So yeah. But if you choose to stay with Rachael and just be colorblind to it all, then, he takes the token role, as I expected. I'm going to need the black side just to wake up a little bit, come on now. But, yeah, that's all I got to say. If there's any updates, I'll definitely do another video on that. I'm going to talk about this more on the podcast, kind of more lengthy than this video. But, yeah, let me know how you guys feel about that. Final side notes, actually. If you are not one of the groups that were offended by what Rachael did or said, it is not your place to accept the apology. It is not your place to say how minorities and marginalized groups need to feel about this, because in 2021, our groups and our communities have endured so much, and we're trying to fight for progress, but there are people that still want to regress to that old ways of the early centuries. And as someone who is not a person of color, you have no room or right to tell someone how they should feel. That's my final note. I will see you guys in my next video. I promise I'll have more videos coming up. I have a bunch of reviews coming out this weekend for movies. Might do a Valentine's Day edition if it's helpful. I'm going to probably post Malcolm and Marie tomorrow, and then To All the Boys, Always and Forever on Sunday, just because it's Valentine's Day. So yeah, this is your girl. Peace out. My love. Have a great day. Bye.